Morning, folks. Welcome to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. My name is Bruce Dickey. I do appreciate you tuning in this morning. My guest this morning is young Miss Darian Lavine. We'll get to her and what we're going to talk about here in a little bit, but she was a witness to the big wedding over in England a month ago today, right? Mm-hmm. And we'll talk about that and a lot more when we get a chance to talk with Darian some more. But what is going on here on Big Talk with Bruce Dickey today? It is Tuesday, June 18th. You're watching us, of course, on Wabash Catch TV over in Salem on Channel 3, here in Flora on Channel 100 or Channel 25, depending on whether you have fiber or not. Also in Jeff, Sisney, and Louisville, all over the place, so we do appreciate it. Also on YouTube. If you're watching right now, go ahead and click that little subscribe button to the Big Talk with Bruce Dickey channel. You won't miss a show. That's always it's always good, clean fun. What is going on here on Tuesday, June 18th? Well, down in Fairfield today, at the Fairfield Memorial Hospital, they're hosting a free health career camp. That's always helpful for folks. This is for incoming 9th through 12th graders, so freshmen through seniors, and it'll be at the Educational Annex building at Fairfield Memorial Hospital. These are for kids that are interested in learning more about careers in healthcare, and they'll have fun and interactive activities, games, and prizes will be offered, including a light breakfast and lunch for the kids that attend. Sign up or learn more just to go out there right now. I suspect you probably can still get signed up. What else is going on today up here in Flora at the Flora Clinic? It's the annual Clay County Hospital free sports physicals. Yes, free sports physicals today, and that will be from 5 o'clock to 7 o'clock tonight, as well as next month, Thursday, July 19th at the Flora Clinic, and Wednesday, July 25th at the Louisville Clinic. So it's at the Clay County Hospital, free sports physicals for Clay County schools. Also today, at Heritage Woods here in Flora, Marty Williamson will be playing some music today. That'll be at 10:15 this morning. You might want to head out there pretty soon. He's going to sing old country and gospel favorites. So there you go. That'll be a good time. Feel like going to Centralia? You want to do this? You want to go to Centralia? I'll tell you what's going on. Oh, sure. Would you hop in the car with me to go before I tell you what's going on?
Sure.
Well, thank you. You're welcome. What a trusting young lady. It's a reptile experience at Centralia from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. today. It's at the Centralia Regional Library. And again, at 2 o'clock, come see the reptiles is the tagline. No, so have you changed your mind?
No, actually, the person to bring would be my sister.
Take Brogan?
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll think about that. Okay. We'll think about if we can get over there. That'll be a lot of fun. Hey, what's going on television today? What is on Wabash today? It's back, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if you've seen it. I think they're in their 3rd or 4th season, but they split this season half because they're trying to make more money out of it. But Drunk History is back on the air tonight. It's on Comedy Central. You really need to, if you haven't gotten to history, if you haven't gotten the habit of watching Drunk History, it is an amazing show. Derek Waters and his learned drinking buddies return to slur through footnotes of World War II tonight. It's really an interesting concept. What these people do is Derek sits there and he gets his friends half liquored up or 3/4 liquored up, and they try to tell factual stories about history, and it is a scream. It's really good, especially if you already know the history that they're talking about. But that's on it's Comedy Central tonight at 9 p.m. You might check that out. Also on the CW tonight at 8, it is The 100. They are in the middle of their 5th season. A lot of kids I know watch that show. What is going on in sports? All kinds of stuff going on in sports. Probably you may have just watched the end of it right now. Japan just defeated Colombia in the World Cup, and that was on Fox Sports 1. The rest of the World Cup today is going to be on your regular Fox channel. So you want if you're looking at could be channel 23, depending on where you live. There's all kinds of different Fox channels, but this is on the main Fox network at 10 a.m. today. Poland takes on Senegal, and at 1 p.m. today, it is Russia versus Egypt, and those again on Fox. So take a look at the World Cup. Do you like baseball? If you like baseball, you're going to get filled to the brim today. NCAA baseball, it's day 4 at the College World Series. One of the games yesterday was rained out. That was Mississippi State versus North Carolina. They are going to play it today at 10 o'clock. It'll be on ESPN2. Take a look for it. The other 2 games are on standard ESPN. Florida versus Texas. Now that's an elimination game. That'll be on ESPN at 2 p.m. And at 6 o'clock tonight, it's Arkansas versus Texas Tech. That again on ESPN. So you think that's all the sports you can handle. But wait, there's plenty more. ESPN again will have a baseball game tonight, a Major League Baseball game. And that'll be at 9 o'clock after that college baseball. It's Arizona taking on the LA Angels. Matt Koch on the mound for Arizona versus Felix Pena for the LA Angels. You think there's plenty of baseball. How much more can there be? There could be plenty more. Baltimore takes on Washington tonight at 6 o'clock. That'll be on the MLB network, channel 599 if you're on fiber. And if they don't show that one, they're going to show the other one, which is Seattle versus the Yankees. Marco Gonzalez, the former Cardinal, taking the mound for the Mariners against Domingo Germán for the Yankees. That again on MLB, channel 599. But Bruce, can there be any more? Of course there's more. The Cardinals are playing. Oh, you may not want to watch it. If you watched it last night and you saw how the Cardinals were getting drubbed, came back, took the lead, and then got beat like a kick in the stomach. St. Louis at Philadelphia today. It's Luke Weaver on the mound versus Vince Velasquez for the Phillies. That game will be at 6 o'clock tonight, channel 630 on the fiber on Fox Sports. You're looking for the Sox or the Cubs? I can't get them down here. They are in local television only. Sox are on WGN up in Chicago, and the Cubs are on ABC up in Chicago. But I would think you've got plenty of baseball to watch if you're into that kind of thing. If you're into soccer, there's plenty of that to watch as well. That's what's on television. My guest today is Darian Lavine. We'll talk with her and do a lot more. You are watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey right here on Wabash Catch TV, and we'll be back right after these words.
It's my choice. It's my choice. It's my choice.
So many of our county residents have treatment or surgeries done at larger hospitals. What they don't always realize is that they have a choice to select where they can have physical therapy or any number of post-operative treatments and follow-ups. Clay County Hospital is your choice. Talk with your specialist, surgeon, or primary care provider and let them know that you want to stay close to family, friends, and most importantly, home.
Clay County Hospital, your #1 choice in healthcare.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Get what you want and nothing else when you order a la carte internet from Wabash Communications. Wabash Communications is now able to offer a la carte internet called broadband only with fast download and upload speeds, reliable service, and unlimited data usage. No phone service is required for our broadband only plans. Our broadband only menu includes packages up to 1 gig download. Call us at 665-3311 now to order. Service availability and internet speed will depend on location. Contact us for details.
Come see us at Anthony's Wild West in downtown Flora.
Enjoy salad, pizza, and pasta buffet 11 to 2 Monday through Saturday. Not hungry for pizza? Our menu features a variety of food for every taste.
Our dining room is large and spacious for two or a crowd. Let us help you host a private party in one of our banquet rooms. Visit the Fallout Shelter to have a drink with good friends. Then try your luck at one of our 5 gaming machines. See you soon in the Wild West.
Hi, my name is Bruce Dickey of Wabash Catch TV's Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Watch us each weekday right here on your local cable station. We're on at 9 a.m. with a repeat at 9 p.m. It's your local TV talk show with plenty of information, fun, and frivolity to get your day started right or maybe even ended right. Please contact me at 665-9970 or at bruced@wabash.net if you are a member of your organization would like to be a guest on the show. That's 665-9970. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Hey, thanks for watching.
I'm Brian. I was in the military for 18 years. I joined the service so I can serve my country and see the world. But I smoked, and I got heart disease. So a lot of the world I got to see looked like this. My tip is, it's hard to serve your country when you're too weak to put on your uniform.
At Wabash Communications, our goal is simple, to keep people connected. And today we are doing just that, better than ever, by delivering the latest technology and personal service only a local provider can offer. We offer services anywhere from fast, reliable internet, TV services, and home monitoring solutions to crystal clear local and long-distance phone service. Wabash continues the commitment we started back in 1952, delivering a great connection to the most important people we know, our customers. So choose Wabash, the local service from people you can trust.
Welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. My name is Bruce Dickey. I do appreciate you tuning in this morning. My guest over here is young Miss Darian Lavine, and we're going to talk about all kinds of different things. Good morning, Darian. Thank you very much for coming on.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. All right. Darian, I've got her here for 2 or 3 reasons, but one of them is because she is in an unusual line of work or line of study, intending to work in that field, and it is interior design. And I've always been fascinated with different jobs and that kind of thing. And then we'll get into her trip to England and where she met Prince Harry and Meghan Markle.
Of course.
Well, that was nice. They were nice to you, right?
Oh, sure, yeah.
Well, that's cool. That's cool. All right, you're in interior design work. Where do you go to school?
Maryville University in St. Louis.
Maryville in St. Louis. Is that out on the far west, or where is that?
Is it out on the far west? I think so.
You think you go there, right?
I know. Well, okay. You get on the interstate. You drive straight through St. Louis.
Yeah.
It's on the other side of.
It's on the other side of 270.
Yeah, it's near Chesterfield.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you ever go back downtown St. Louis? Do you ever hang out in St. Louis?
Mm-hmm. We go. We usually go to art shops to get supplies for stuff. But,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. What got you into interior design? Why in the world would anybody want to be an interior designer?
Okay. Well, I figured I would go into some sort of artistic field at some point in time. I always wanted to, like when I was little, I always wanted to be a fashion designer. So I was like, I don't really sew. It's not like a thing. So I was like, kind of like interior design's a thing that I'm kind of.
Fashion design doesn't really work out if you don't sew, does it?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. So I was just like, no, that's not for me.
Okay.
And so in the back of my mind, I was like, interior design's kind of interesting. I'll maybe do that. And then I took a night class out at Frontier that Patty Bowles taught.
Okay.
And it was her intro.
Patty from B-Way.
Yes.
B-Way Home Center and Design in Fairfield. Mm-hmm. Yes.
And I took that, and I really loved it.
Really?
Yeah. And Patty really liked my project that I did. She was like, do you think you want to go to school for this? And I was like, yes.
What was your project?
So. We had to design a living room and a bedroom.
Oh, really?
And we had a set of requirements we had to meet, like, for the people that lived in the house. So we had, like, a father that worked nights and slept during the day, and, like, a grandmother that used a walker to get around. And so we had to make sure that whatever our design was, it catered to the
You have to make it match the family.
Yeah.
The resident. Okay.
And so she really helped me. She actually recommended Maryville.
Really?
And, yeah.
See, now I until you went there, I really had never I hadn't really heard about Maryville much. Is it a how long's it been going? Is it a University of Phoenix? Is it online type of thing? It's not, is it?
Well, they do online school. We actually get ads a lot on Netflix for Maryville's online school. And
Really?
We're already paying you money. You don't need to advertise.
Oh,
to
well,
us,
yeah, not with you.
No, but,
that's right.
But so I go there on campus, but it's actually it only recently became a university in like 1990, I think. It became a university, but it's been going since like the 1800s. As like it used to be, like at its very start was an all-girls Catholic school.
Really?
Yeah.
So is it is it highly recommended? Why did Patty recommend this to you?
So Maryville, it's a really good school for interior design.
Really?
As well as like occupational therapy and stuff. But we'll focus on interior design. So it's an accredited program, which is what you want in an interior design program. It's 4 years, and it's ranked number 2 in the region and 15 in the nation for. How
many are there in the country? If it's number 15,
not a lot. I don't know. I can't give you an exact estimate of how many schools do interior design.
How difficult was it to find? Is this the closest one to Fairfield or the local?
I would say one of the closest.
Really?
I don't think I'd be able to tell you anything that's closer, but yeah.
Do you tell me about the classes?
Classes, a lot are.
What year? You've completed your freshman year?
Yes, I've completed my freshman year.
What do they start with the electives yet, or are you basically just loading up on your required now before you actually dig into the interior design part?
Well, I have most of my general education classes over with because Frontier took a lot of classes there. But so I did a lot of art history.
I see.
And I've done a lot of like basic design classes. So like we do like different just general design projects. We did like set design. We designed masks out of like literally my professor just gave us sheets of butcher paper and staplers, and he was like, make a mask.
Really?
Yeah, huge mask.
How do you do that? I'm confused on this. Stop. Okay, so you've got a sheet of paper that
like rolls of butcher paper.
Rolls of butcher paper, and you can make it however. How big a mask are you making? Are you making ones that actually fit,
or are you
like giant ones you put on the wall?
Big, like
really
out to, like big, and we had to photograph them too. So I have pictures of me wearing my mask. I had to go around campus and photograph them.
Hold on a second. Okay, so this, I gotta tell you, this all kind of sounds like some kind of cruel hazing trick.
It was so much fun.
He's making you put these masks on and go around campus. Wow. Were you supposed to paint them or anything too?
No, it was just literally just butcher paper.
So, how does that flow back in to the interior design? Is this basically to wake up arty brain cells? Is that right?
Yeah, basically. It's like it's kind of to train your eye a little bit. Like literally we watched paint dry in my design class. Like we had to mix colors and watch paint dry. So
wait a minute. You went to school to watch paint dry.
Yeah, we did. We mixed
I love it.
Watched it dry, and he was like, my professor was like, pay attention to how it dries, because it always dries a little darker. And so you had to make sure that you mixed it right, so when it dried, it'd be the right color. But anyway, so
one of my favorite stories when I'd come back to work over the summertime while I was in college. I had a friend of mine named Fred Book, who was the foreman. Basically, wasn't the foreman, but he was my supervisor at the warehouse I worked at, and occasionally I would pick up the wrong thing or do the wrong thing, and he would make fun of my college career. It's like, you buy your books, all you do is sit around and tear out the pages. I'm sitting there thinking the same thing. We're buying your books, all you do is sit there watching paint dry.
Well, it's kind of to teach you about the elements of design, like line and shape and texture and stuff like that. So like when you're building this mask, you make sure you have a good variety of like textures. You make sure you have both unity in your shapes and variety, because that makes it interesting. Things like that, just things that you look for in good design.
Really?
Yeah.
Were you building? I hate to keep harping on the mask, but I'm interested. I'm interested in this. Were you building the mask to be to look good, like sitting on a wall, or are you building a mask actually to look good, like a goalie mask? See, that's where you see some cool design as you look at the NHL goalie mask. Those guys have great looking stuff.
They were just like decorative masks. They were huge, big. Like, I had one friend that hers, like, went, like, a foot above her head and then, like, down to her stomach.
Really?
And she was just, like, in this mask. It was so funny.
Oh, that's great. So that's wonderful. All right, what other classes did you must have taken some other ones if they're going to send you to England.
I did. I took my last semester. I had my first interior design foundations class, and so we learned how to hand draft floor plans and sections and stuff like that, axonometrics.
Was that anywhere similar to what Patty had been teaching you at the Frontier?
I had learned from Patty's class to draw a floor plan, and it wasn't anything like super technical. I learned how to use an architect scale.
Okay.
Which is something I really used a lot in that class, so I was glad because they had a lesson over it. I was like, I already know how to do this. It's good. Like,
well, yeah, I know how to use this. I could sit here and play on Twitter during this lesson.
And so we did a lot of drafting orthographic drawings of spaces, cubes, things like that. We did. Our first project was to do orthographic drawings, which is drawings that can be measured, so like to scale.
Okay.
Whether it's a scale that's exact or like smaller than or bigger than an object. We had to pick anything. We could pick anything we wanted. We had to measure our object and do orthographic drawings of it. So I did a house plant. I did a little succulent that I had in my dorm. And so I like photocopied this house plant. It was very difficult to like scan this house plant, but I did measured it out and then
photocopied a house plant. I guess
like you take it to the scanner and like you put it in. It was
so you stuck the house plant in. All right.
It was the best. It was the most accurate way to get the measurements because
you made sure though that you didn't get you didn't have the soil.
Yeah.
Onto the glass, right?
Yeah, I had to clean it up a little bit, but
that's great.
But yeah, and then I did these orthographic drawings of this plant, and it was probably one of my favorites because I also watercolored some of the drawings I did, and it was completely to scale, the leaves and everything.
You're creative.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I like to think so.
Huh?
I like to think so.
Well, you like to hope so if you're going into that particular line of work. That's really cool. Mm-hmm. My thing just quit here, so I'm going to have to ask you one other thing.
Right.
When you are being in Maryville. Mm-hmm. Have they taken you into the St. Louis architectural area? The architectural designs in downtown St. Louis can be quite vivid, can't they?
Yeah.
What's your favorite building down there?
My favorite building? Ooh, I don't know if I have a favorite building.
Have you been? Have they taken you down there much to look around?
Yeah, we mostly go to like art museums and stuff.
Really?
So like the Pulitzer Foundation and like the art museum, the St. Louis Art Museum, things like that. I think the Pulitzer Art Museum.
Where's the Pulitzer?
It is where. I don't know
See,
if I can tell you where it is.
I'm sorry, I forgot your terrible directions.
It's near the Fox Theater.
Near the Fox.
Yeah.
Okay, it's all grand.
Yeah.
All right, so that's cool. Well, we'll get all that straightened out. We're going to go to England here in a minute.
Yeah.
She's going to tell us all about the royal wedding, how Kate snubbed her, Kate Middleton. What an awful person Kate Middleton has been. And I guess the Duchess. You call her Dutchie.
Yeah.
Of course. Okay. Well, we're going to talk about all kinds of those things when we return. You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. We'll be right back after these.
It's my choice. It's my choice. It's my choice.
So many of our county residents have treatment or surgeries done at larger hospitals. What they don't always realize is that they have a choice to select where they can have physical therapy or any number of post-operative treatments and follow-ups. Clay County Hospital is your choice. Talk with your specialist, surgeon, or primary care provider and let them know that you want to stay close to family, friends, and most importantly, home.
Clay County Hospital, your #1 choice in healthcare.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lavine Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamons always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at lamonsonline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Get what you want and nothing else when you order a la carte internet from Wabash Communications. Wabash Communications is now able to offer a la carte internet called broadband only with fast download and upload speeds, reliable service, and unlimited data usage. No phone service is required for our broadband only plans. Our broadband only menu includes packages up to 1 gig download. Call us at 665-3311 now to order. Service availability and internet speed will depend on location. Contact us for details.
Come see us at Anthony's Wild West in downtown Flora.
Enjoy salad, pizza, and pasta buffet 11 to 2 Monday through Saturday. Not hungry for pizza? Our menu features a variety of food for every taste.
Our dining room is large and spacious for 2 or a crowd. Let us help you host a private party in one of our banquet rooms. Visit the Fallout Shelter to have a drink with good friends. Then try your luck at one of our 5 gaming machines. See you soon in the Wild West.
Hi, my name is Bruce Dickey of Wabash Catch TV's Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Watch us each weekday right here on your local cable station. We're on at 9 a.m. with a repeat at 9 p.m. It's your local TV talk show with plenty of information, fun, and frivolity to get your day started right or maybe even ended right. Please contact me at 665-9970 or at bruced@wabash.net if you are a member of your organization would like to be a guest on the show. That's 665-9970. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Hey, thanks for watching.
I'm Brian. I was in the military for 18 years. I joined the service so I could serve my country and see the world. But I smoked, and I got heart disease. So a lot of the world I got to see looked like this. My tip is, it's hard to serve your country when you're too weak to put on your uniform.
At Wabash Communications, our goal is simple, to keep people connected. And today we are doing just that, better than ever, by delivering the latest technology and personal service only a local provider can offer. We offer services anywhere from fast, reliable internet, TV services, and home monitoring solutions to crystal clear local and long-distance phone service. Wabash continues the commitment we started back in 1952, delivering a great connection to the most important people we know, our customers. So choose Wabash, the local service from people you can trust.
Welcome back to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. My name is Bruce Dickey. I do appreciate you tuning in today. My guest this morning is Darian Lavine. She is a student at Maryville University. She's in interior design, and we're going to talk about how that took her to England, as well as maybe try to fix my studio a little bit. How does the studio look, by the way?
Not bad.
Not bad. How about that? All right. Yeah, she's not even quite a professional yet, but she says the studio doesn't look that bad. I'm all right with that. Okay, so we are at Maryville. We're freshman year. We've put on the freshman 15. We've done all that kind of stuff. We're out boozing it up with our friends and stuff now, and all that kind. That's not really happening. That's not happening. But Maryville puts, you say, a stress on an emphasis on going abroad, huh?
Yeah, they actually have, I would call it like an organization or a club for students that want to study abroad at least 3 times.
Oh, really?
During their
and there are credits for that.
Yes, there is.
I guess the reason they do that is that going to look better on your resume. That's my question. All these trips abroad and these kind of things, presumably, instead of a standard resume, do interior designers, they don't do it that way when they go for jobs, do they? How do they do it?
They have a portfolio.
A portfolio.
Yeah. And what you do is it's basically a collection of your work that you've done. And also your sketchbook is very important. I learned that actually in England.
Really?
Yeah, they want to see your work and they want to see your thought process.
Is that right?
Yeah, so they definitely, every time you go in for an interview, they say have your sketchbook because they want to know how you think.
No kidding. I'll be darned. All right, so you're sitting there. You're in your campus. You've finished your 7th beer for the hour, and all of a sudden this somebody suggests that you go to England. Did you know? I guess you planned to go. When did you start the planning?
I knew I wanted to go study abroad at some point, and actually, I wasn't really expecting to go after my freshman year, but I had friends that I made who were going to study abroad, and I had professors that taught my classes that were teaching over in England, art and design classes, and they were like, you should come take my class.
Come take my class. Come take my class.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So at what point, I guess I'm trying to get, at what point in the school year did you determine you were going to go, and who set the schedule?
So I think I determined I was going to study abroad a little before first semester ended.
Okay, so like December.
Yeah.
We'll call it.
We'll say
November,
call it December. Maybe.
We're calling this. I'm getting to that. I'm getting around that
All
to
right.
get to this.
Yes.
At what point did you know you were going to be over there for this big wedding?
I think.
When did you realize that? Was that wasn't actually part of the plan?
Oh no. I think it was a couple months before I left. We were like, oh, I'm gonna be over there for the royal wedding.
Really?
That'll be cool. Yeah.
And presumably, well, you've never been to England before that,
No.
though, right? So all you know of England is all these huge crowds and banners and stuff all over the place, right? Well, that's really pretty cool. Okay, so what'd you learn over there? What was the point of going? I mean, there was probably what were you studying in England?
Okay, so I took 2 classes in England. So one was an architectural and design class that was taught by the head of my program.
Okay.
And so what we did there is we read excerpts from this book called Chambers of a Memory Palace. And have you heard of the term memory palace?
I think so.
It's it was this method that like Cicero, the Roman orator, used to give like 2-hour-long speeches.
Really?
Like without any notes.
That's not
Without
what I
any
was
notes.
thinking at all. No, I like to think that I'm pretty darn culturally literate too, Darian.
Well,
you just blew me away.
Well, what he did was he would picture like a place, a building that he was very familiar with, like his home or something, and he would imagine himself walking through this space, and he would put things in each room that reminded him of what points he was going to bring up.
Okay.
And so...
so this is how he made speeches? He would be walking through a room in his head.
He would be like, okay, this chair reminds me to talk about this, and then when I go into the next room, I'm going to talk about this. And so we talked about how...
That's fascinating.
Yeah, we talked about how we're like psychologically connected to space.
You had me thinking memory palaces. You had me thinking like, do you remember the movie Inception with Leonardo DiCaprio, where the walls were moving and stuff like that? That's pretty cool. What was the other class?
I did a practicum, a design practicum. It was the first ever design practicum they'd ever done. What we did was we met with this architect named Nate Kolb. He's actually from Colorado, but he lives in London now. He studied at the Architectural Academy in London.
Did he build the Eye or any of those, the Shard?
No, but he founded this architectural firm in London called Superfusion Lab.
Okay.
And so we met with him, and he gave us this assignment we had to do to pick a building and kind of study the relationship between the interior and the exterior and how the public reacts to it, how they interact with it. And then based on what we found, we were going to make a facade, a new entrance for this building. To make it more was the attempt to make the outside and the inside work together better, or make them. I mean, sometimes artists try to make them violently different too. Yeah. But this is making more. And the building you picked was the Royal Festival Hall.
The Royal Festival Hall, which coincidentally it was being used for something, right?
Yeah, it was.
So how much were you studying there? I mean, how long were you over there?
I was over there a month.
Oh, really? Wow. So you spent how much time in this building?
I spent we visited on several different occasions, but I probably spent, I don't know, at least like 15 hours.
So you're there working in this building, which is off limits to God knows everybody, presumably, right? There nobody can go in.
I wouldn't say nobody can go in, but, you know, regarding the entrances and the relationship between the interior and exterior, no one really wanted to go in.
All right, so you're telling me, okay, so the entrance was kind of a dark, foreboding thing?
It was more hidden than anything. It wasn't, you couldn't
for
even
a festival
tell.
hall.
Yeah, for a festival hall. Like, it was to the side, like around the side of the building, and not, because it's on the Thames.
Yeah.
And it,
so it's on the river.
Yeah, it's on the river, but the main entrances were around to the side. They weren't really marked.
How close was it to, like, the tower? The Tower of London?
It was relatively close. It was actually right by the London Eye.
Oh, okay.
It was like you pass by the London Eye.
Yeah, that's
and
farther
right
down the river. Mm-hmm. Farther down the river. Okay, so you're trying to figure out how all these people work, and how the entrances and exits work, and how the entrances work with the inside. Okay, so at what point did you decide that's where the Queen's gonna come talk to y'all?
We were actually there visiting for the practicum. We were kind of studying the building and how the public interacted with it. And we noticed that they were kind of advertising, but they weren't doing a very good job. We had a lot of
You're
qualms.
going to help the royal family with their marketing. I love it.
We had a lot of qualms with how they ran this building. But anyway, so they were advertising a viewing party for the royal wedding.
Nice.
And so me and 3 of my friends decided that we would go and view the royal wedding there. And it was also kind of an opportunity to see like how they hosted large crowds and things like that. Kind of how
big is the room?
It was a pretty big room. I would say maybe half the size of your regular like auditorium. Were there viewing parties all over England or something?
I mean, this was something that everybody tried to come together for. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Really? Wow. Did they? How's the security work on something like that? Especially in this day and age, and in London, which is a tremendously international town. I would think that security would take quite a bit of have to be taken quite a bit into consideration in any building of an entrance or an exit.
We did. We did have to walk through metal detectors and do bag checks, but other than that, that was basically security.
Okay, so you're there in the building.
Yes.
Did you actually? I've been teasing all day long. Did you actually meet any royals?
No, we didn't.
No.
No. We had a professor, the photography professor. He was like, "Okay, we're gonna get up." 4:30 a.m. We're gonna get on the tube, go to Windsor. I don't know if we'll see the royal couple or anything, but we're gonna do it. And we were like, no, please.
So you talked him out of doing it, or he went ahead and did it?
I don't think he did, because I think by the time he woke up, the tubes were like closed. They were full. They were full.
Full.
Yeah.
And not letting anybody else on.
Yeah.
So I gotta know, how crazy was swinging London on this wedding day? Did the whole town shut down?
Kind of. Actually, like the streets were like relatively empty for where we were. And I stayed like 3 blocks down from King's Cross Station.
Okay, yeah.
So people were like, by the time we left, people were like wherever they needed to be to see the wedding. They were like,
that's just crazy.
Yeah.
That's just not that the entire world shuts down.
Yeah.
And then they got married. So you never even saw you didn't see. How far were you from Windsor? Any idea?
I don't have an idea of how far.
I was gonna say, I'm guessing you were probably about probably about 30 or 40 miles. 20 or 30, 40 miles. That's a big town.
Yeah,
that's a great big town.
Pretty big.
We're going to talk about the rest of England and all kinds of other things when we return. You are watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. I am Bruce Dickey. This is Darian Lavine, and we'll be right back after these words.
At Wabash Communications, our goal is simple: to keep people connected. And today we are doing just that, better than ever, by delivering the latest technology and personal service only a local provider can offer. We offer services anywhere from fast, reliable internet, TV services, and home monitoring solutions to crystal clear local and long-distance phone service. Wabash continues the commitment we started back in 1952, delivering a great connection to the most important people we know, our customers. So choose Wabash, the local service from people you can trust.
Welcome to Clay County Hospital. Clay County Hospital and Clinics offer the best in services and care in the area, with a staff that strives to provide the very best in patient-centered care. We offer full hospital services including radiology, therapy, surgery, labs, and emergency services. Our clinics located in Flora, Louisville, and Clay City allow us to reach out to Clay County residents so that you never have to go far from home for your healthcare needs. In addition to our regular provider staff, we also offer affiliated specialty provider services at our Flora clinic. Finally, have a minor injury or illness but don't want to wait for an appointment? Our walk-in, no-appointment clinic hours in Flora are Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. until 8 p.m., and Saturday from 8 a.m. until noon. Make Clay County Hospital your number one choice for healthcare, convenient and close to home.
Clay County Hospital, your number one choice in healthcare.
Come see us at Anthony's Wild West in downtown Flora.
Enjoy salad, pizza, and pasta buffet 11 to 2 Monday through Saturday. Not hungry for pizza? Our menu features a variety of food for every taste.
Our dining room is large and spacious for two or a crowd. Let us help you host a private party in one of our banquet rooms. Visit the Fallout Shelter to have a drink with good friends. Then try your luck at one of our 5 gaming machines. See you soon in the Wild West.
My name is Brett, and I used to smoke. I quit, but not until I got a serious gum disease. My tip to you is, your smile says a lot about you. What does this say?
Your call is very important to us. Please hold. Your call will be answered in the order it was received.
Tired of paying a big faceless company for your local telephone service in Flora? Now you can easily switch your 662 telephone number to Wabash Communications in Flora. That's right, Wabash can now provide local phone service to the Flora area, and yes, you can keep your 662 telephone number. It's available to both business and residential customers. Call us today at 662-3636. Wabash, your local telecommunications provider.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lavine Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamons always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at lamonsonline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Welcome back to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. My name is Bruce Dickey, here with Darian Lavine. We're talking about all kinds of things. She just went to England. She was there for the royal wedding, in addition to all kinds of other things, going to school and learning all kinds of fun things. Actually spending mom and dad's money. That's the coolest part about it. Actually spending her own money. She was working and making her money. Okay. What was your favorite part of the entire trip? You're in England for a month. A beautiful country in May, I presume. I was there in December and January. It's not that pretty, but it's I'm sure it was prettier in May.
Oh yeah, definitely. It was very green. They have a lot of parks and stuff.
Okay. Yeah. Tell me, what was your favorite part?
My favorite part. I don't know if I can narrow it down to like one favorite part. Like I feel like
what were some of your favorite things?
Some of my favorite things. Okay.
What would you go back if you had the opportunity to go back? What would you want to see again?
Okay, so we did spend a day in Brighton. I liked Brighton. I liked.
Tell everybody what Brighton is.
Oh, Brighton is this town. It's on the English Channel.
It's on the port.
It's got the beach and it's got the pier, and it's
Brighton is basically the. For one, it would be if say we're in Illinois here, it's the Kentucky Lake.
Yeah, I'd say.
It's the resort type of area.
Yeah.
About that far from Fairfield, Florida. It'd be like going to Kentucky Lake.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
And so I really like that because we went on the pier and it's kind of different from what you see here. Like if you go to like Panama City Beach and walk on the pier there,
Really?
you see people fishing. But like you go there and you walk down, and they have like carnival rides and stuff like that.
Yeah, they've got the piers are loaded up, aren't
Oh yeah, they are. And I liked like the railing and all the buildings on the pier and stuff were they had like Victorian accents, and it was very interesting just to see in the modern day like people walking around all these buildings that were kind of.
Well, that gives you another good point, another question. What was the oldest building that you guys saw or that you were able to explore and go through?
We toured Parliament, and so they have Westminster Hall there. That's on.
That'd be 500 years old, maybe.
1,000.
Oh, okay.
It's been. It was actually there was a palace on the site that Parliament was on before Parliament. And that was part of the original palace.
I see.
And that palace burned, but that part survived.
Okay.
So that Westminster Hall is about 1,000 years old.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you go to the tower?
No.
See, now there's nothing really. I could understand why they wouldn't take you to the Tower of London, because the Tower of London is basically a prison.
Yeah.
It's an 800-year-old prison, and I went there. It was cool. It was a lot of fun, but boy, it's a prison. they let you know because you can see where people notched the walls, signing the wall, and that kind of thing. What was your least favorite part of the trip? My
least favorite part was
driving on the left side.
That was kind of disorienting.
Really?
But they did help because on the roads they say like look right or look left. Like they put it on the road so you know which way to look. But still, sometimes you're just like. Okay,
I have a question then. If folks get used to driving on the left side, there's a lot of pedestrian traffic as well.
Yeah.
We're from the United States.
Yeah.
If you're a pedestrian, you basically are walking on the right side because the people are coming at you on the left. In England, do you walk on the left side of the people? Is that right?
And actually, there were some places it was kind of confusing because you're like, okay, we're walking on the left because people walk on the left here.
Yeah.
And sometimes it would just switch, and you'd be like, we don't know if it's because this is like a very touristy area and people just don't know, or
maybe
like,
just a
what's
bunch of
going
tourists
on.
from other places.
But for the most part, you walk on the left.
I'll be darned. Did you? I always had problems. I had problems with the power. Did you? Did you take your own power supplies?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, so you never really said what you hated. What did you not like?
I don't know if I really hated.
Oh, there have to be something. What just got under your craw and made you think, oh, I'm never coming back again. I hate these people. Their fried fish is too greasy.
I would say that
I hate blood sausage. It's spurting at me. I'm never going to have this crap again.
The wayfinding was terrible.
The what?
The wayfinding. Like directions to places was awful. Like
streets change names, don't they?
Yeah.
Within about a block of each other, a street will change its name 3 times.
Well, and like there was a tube stop it was a couple stops down from King's Cross, which is where we were staying, called Holborn, and the whole tube station was decorated to be themed like the British Museum, because that was the stop you got off to go to the British Museum.
Okay.
And so you'd get off and there would be signs. It'd be like British Museum this way. You follow the signs, you get out of the tube station, no British Museum. And there's no directions to tell you where to go. And
so what would you do? Ask somebody?
We walked down a little ways trying to find a map because sometimes they put maps there.
Maps outside the station typically.
We walked 2 or 3 blocks to get to the British Museum. After we got off at the stop, we were like,
you could have taken the next stop.
Yeah.
I tell you, these English people.
I know.
You'd go back though, wouldn't you?
Oh yeah, definitely.
You liked it? I tell you what, that's cool. That's cool. I'm talking here to Darian Lavine. We're talking a travelogue a little bit. We're gonna when we come back, we're gonna make people's rooms look good. We're gonna give people tips on how to make rooms look good when we return. You are watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. My name is Bruce Dickey. That's Darian Lavine. We'll be back right after these messages.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Welcome to Clay County Hospital. Clay County Hospital and Clinics offer the best in services and care in the area with a staff that strives to provide the very best in patient-centered care. We offer full hospital services including radiology, therapy, surgery, labs, and emergency services. Our clinics located in Flora, Louisville, and Clay City allow us to reach out to Clay County residents so that you never have to go far from home for your healthcare needs. In addition to our regular provider staff, we also offer affiliated specialty provider services at our Flora clinic. Finally, have a minor injury or illness but don't want to wait for an appointment? Our walk-in, no-appointment clinic hours in Flora are Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. until 8 p.m., and Saturday from 8 a.m. until noon. Make Clay County Hospital your number one choice for healthcare, convenient and close to home. Clay County Hospital, your number one choice in healthcare.
Get what you want and nothing else when you order a la carte internet from Wabash Communications. Wabash Communications is now able to offer a la carte internet called broadband only with fast download and upload speeds, reliable service, and unlimited data usage. No phone services required for our broadband only plans. Our broadband only menu includes packages up to 1 gig download. Call us at 665-3311 now to order. Service availability and internet speed will depend on location. Contact us for details.
Come see us at Anthony's Wild West in downtown Flora.
Enjoy salad, pizza, and pasta buffet 11 to 2 Monday through Saturday. Not hungry for pizza? Our menu features a variety of food for every taste.
Our dining room is large and spacious for 2 or a crowd. Let us help you host a private party in one of our banquet rooms. Visit the Fallout Shelter to have a drink with good friends. Then try your luck at one of our 5 gaming machines. See you soon in the Wild West.
Hi, my name is Bruce Dickey of Wabash Catch TV's Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Watch us each weekday right here on your local cable station. We're on at 9 a.m. with a repeat at 9 p.m. It's your local TV talk show with plenty of information, fun, and frivolity to get your day started right or maybe even ended right. Please contact me at 665-9970 or at bruced@wabash.net if you are a member of your organization would like to be a guest on the show. That's 665-9970. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Hey, thanks for watching.
I'm Brian. I was in the military for 18 years. I joined the service so I can serve my country and see the world. But I smoked, and I got heart disease. So a lot of the world I got to see looked like this. My tip is, it's hard to serve your country when you're too weak to put on your uniform.
Welcome back to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. My guest here is Darian Lavine. We're talking about England, and we're gonna make we're gonna try to save a little time, make my room look good. But what do you have? Let's see some souvenirs. What'd you bring back?
Well, I stole this origami
You
flower.
stole this?
Yeah, from our royal wedding celebration at the festival
That
hall.
is your origami napkin?
It was actually just paper. It was like just a little decoration on the table. They had a couple of them, but I liked
So
this
was
one.
it? What was it sitting in something? Because
It was. Yeah, it had a little. They had a little basket, and they set some in there.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
I think because I did have it on the table, I set it like that, and I was like, that would make a cool little shelter.
Oh, there you
I
go.
feel like.
There you go. Looks like we're designing exterior now.
Right? See?
There you go. She's our Buckminster Fuller
There we
right
go.
there. Good for you. That's cool. What else you bring back?
And then I bought my mom. This is a gift from my mom, but we went to.
You got to take care of mom.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Absolutely right.
But we went to Hampton Court Palace, which is where Henry VIII lived, and we toured there. And so I got her from Hampton Court Palace this gold-plated tea steeper.
A gold-plated tea steeper.
Yeah.
This is really cool. I know this has absolutely no practical use at all, does it?
Well, I mean, you can use it, but I'm sure, it's so pretty. You would be a little hesitant.
Well, yeah, that is very cool.
Yeah.
It is very cool. Well, that's wonderful. So did Henry VIII actually use that?
Oh, yeah, of course. I mean, all authentic things in the gift shop there.
All authentic, of course. Yeah, he used that 500 years ago. That's really cool.
And it still looks so good.
Okay, so all right, I've cleared out a room in my home. How am I going to make this look good? Does feng shui actually exist?
Feng shui is a thing, but I mean, it's not necessary.
There we go. All right, she's just thrown out an entire thought process in interior design.
I'm sure
good for you.
Thank you. I'm sure you could use it, but I feel like there are probably some more important things to think about.
I guess that's what I was wondering, if feng shui, if I needed to. So practicality is probably more important, you think?
I would say practicality is.
Do people start, where do you start to build a room? Do you build it around the television? Do you build it around a dining room table? What's the first thought process?
You build it around what it's going to be used for and the people who are going to use it. It was a thing that we talked a lot about in our classes was design. Like the center of design is people. You design for the user.
Really?
So
not just that room off the edge where mom doesn't let the kids play.
Yeah.
That's not very cool.
So you design for the use of the space, like how much time people spend in there, what kind of people use the space, things like that. So say if you're doing like a dining room, obviously your first priority
you build it around the table.
Yeah.
Right.
You'd make sure you knew what table you wanted to go there, how many people you were going to see. If there
so that kind of the choice of accessories is I guess table's not really an accessory in a dining room. It's a centerpiece. It's the most important thing.
Yeah.
I'll be darned. Do you have people, have you had assignments on building man caves and stuff like that?
No, the biggest assignment I've done so far, besides the practicum, what we did was a cafe. I designed an entire cafe, and we had to put, one of the requirements for the project was to put a mezzanine in the cafe.
Oh, no kidding.
Design the staircase and everything. We learned how to draft staircases.
So it's a two-story cafe?
Basically, yeah.
Did they run that by... Did they end up then running it by actual cafe owners and say, hey, wow, this made no sense, or this made all kinds of sense, and I'm going to steal this?
But we had, they didn't, but we had certain requirements, like so many square footage for the kitchen, so much counter space, 2 ADA compliant bathrooms, so that's disability.
Does you mentioned the ADA, and I was thinking about it when you were talking about the English folks and the Royal Hall. I'm presuming ADA doesn't exist in England, or actually, does it to a particular extent, or what?
It does to an extent, but it's not as enforced as in the United States, and because we saw a lot of buildings and different elements that
even new buildings.
Yeah, right? Actually, because we spent a lot of time in the University of London Institute of Education, and it's a very big brutalist style building. There's this wall you pass by on the way in, and it's kind of slanted out, like the bottom of the wall is on the sidewalk, and then it slants away from you, and there's a trough that runs, probably it's about 5 feet up. There's a trough that runs, it sticks out from the wall, and there's plants in it.
Okay.
And there's no way you could do that here because for blind people, they wouldn't know that trough is there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't realize that. Well, I guess these are presumably this is going to be that'll be a class at some point. You're going to have to take to understand the effects of the Americans with Disabilities Act. That's really wild. Yeah. Well, what's in the future then? Are we going to go to Italy? Are we going to go back to England? What's the thought?
I would love to go to Italy. I mean, I don't know if they'll have any design classes or anything there, but...
You're hoping.
I'm hoping. I mean, I had one of my design professor taught a class there, but it wasn't necessarily design related. It was actually, I think it was like a wine tasting class.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
That's even better.
Right?
Hey, Darian, thanks very much for coming in. I appreciate you spending some time here and telling me all about this the trip to London. You're going to ready to go back to London anytime.
Oh, yeah. Yes, definitely.
Yeah? Oh, that's cool. Did you see stars? Did you see anybody famous?
I didn't.
It's a big town, isn't it? Yeah. It's such a big town. Wow. That's Darian Lavine. I'm Bruce Dickey. Thanks so much all for watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. We'll be back tomorrow. Have a great, great day.